Hello students, today our topic is growing new plants from other parts of the plant. New plants can be grown from their vegetative parts like roots, stems and leaves. So this method of growing plants is known as vegetative propagation. So first method is new plant from roots. Roots of some plants like carrot, beetroot, radish, turnip and sweet potato can produce new plant. You can take a sweet potato and place it in a glass filled with water. With the help of some toothpicks, you can hang it alongside the glass. Keep this glass in an open space so that it gets fresh air and sunlight. After few days, you can observe that a new plant grows out of it. So, some roots can grow into a new plants. Underground stems like onion, ginger, and potato can grow into a new plant. Potato and ginger have buds on their surfaces. Each bud grows into a new plant under suitable conditions. The buds of potato are called eyes. Any piece of potato with an eye can grow into a new plant. In some plants like rose, cotton, money plant, and sugarcane, new plants grow from small pieces of stem of the parent plant. These pieces are called stem cuttings and they have one or two buds on them. If you plant a stem cutting into the soil after few days, it grows into a new plant as shown in the picture. You can see that there are buds on the stem cutting, and after that we plant the stem cutting into the soil. So after few days the leaves have come and then new plant has come out of it. So there are some plants like Bryophyllum have buds on the edges and have the buds on the edges of their leaves, and we can say that the margins of the leaves. When such leaves are kept in moist soil, these buds produce new plants. You can see in the picture that in the first picture there is leaf of Bryophyllum, then new plant has come out of it. Some plants such as ferns and mosses do not have flowers. They do not produce seeds. They produce tiny spores and each spore can grow into a new plant. In ferns, spores are present in the special structures called sori on their leaves. So these are all about to plant a new plant from the other parts of the plant. So next is agriculture. In our daily life, we eat variety of food including vegetables, fruits, pulses, meat, cereals, eggs, etc. From where we get this? We get all the food item from animals and plants. To get these things in sufficient quantities, a large number of plants and animals are needed. So the mass production of plants for the food and other purposes is known as agriculture. So there are various stages of agriculture. Let us study one by one. First is plowing. We at the very first we plow the fields. We plow the soil. It helps to loosen the soil, and after that the soil is ready to sowing the seed. We can't sow the seed in the normal soil. We have to plow it with the help of oxen or with the help of tractors also. After that, we add manure to provide the nutrients to the soil. After manuring, The healthy seeds are sown in the soil and plants grow from the seeds. Now, the plants need water. So, we supply the water to plants for growth, and it is known as irrigation. When the plants has grown, there are many pests and insects in the fields. To kill the pests and protect the crops, we spray the pesticides. And the last stage is harvesting. When the crop is ready, it is cut and gathered. So, plants of the same kind grown on the large scale at a particular place during a particular time are known as crop. For example, crop of wheat means all plants grown in the field are of wheat. So, it is all about the agriculture. Thank you.